So, what in your mind is the number one key to long term success, the secret to long term success? Have you thought about it? Most people haven't even thought about it. Most people don't even think about what is the number one thing I need to focus on to be successful long term with my body, with my money, with my relationship, with my spiritual path, with my fill in the blank, whatever it is. We don't sit down and just think, is there a trait that I'm missing? Is there something I need to do differently? We just sort of like accept what we get. And if you're getting great stuff and you're extremely abundant, then you're grateful. And if things aren't going your way, most of us don't stop to do what I'm asking you to do right now. Contemplate. Ask yourself questions. What's the number one secret to long term success? The answer I'm going to tell you can be controversial. There could be 1,000, right? But I'm going to tell you what I personally believe after 45 years in this business of what the number one key to long term success is. And it's the correct use of our willpower. Willpower is the secret to long term success. Not giving up after writing a book for 365 days and it's not finished. We carry on. We keep pushing through. We have 200 pounds to lose and we have the willpower to say, I don't feel like getting up in the morning, but I'm going to because I need to get in shape and I need to lose this weight and I need to not have a leg amputated because I have diabetes that's gone too far. This is willpower. Biting your tongue when you want to give your opinion to someone. That's willpower. Choosing to not discuss topics that you don't know much about instead of just being a talking head, that's willpower. The individuals that I have worked with, and I'm not just talking about financial success, but are very successful. They're content, they're happy, they love what they do. They've all said that willpower was the thing that got them on the pathway to greater success than they could have ever imagined. And yet most of us want to back away, right? We're looking for life hacks, for God's sake. We want to find shortcuts. We don't want to have to depend on our own willpower to get up at 6 a.m., to get up at 4 a.m., to stay up until midnight working on it. That's all willpower. And a lot of us don't even want to acknowledge we have it. But once we acknowledge it, we can move mountains. Believe it or not, willpower is talked about in every religion, every spiritual practice, every economic practice, oh my God, think about athletes. I started out as a sports psychologist working with athletes. The willpower for them to go through what they have to do to achieve their achievements at the highest level of any sport is incredible. And then I think of guys like Klay Thompson, who completely destroyed his knee 4 years ago. He sat out a year. He came back the next year and he played 1 or 2 games and then he messed up his Achilles, I believe it was. And then he sat out another year. Can you imagine that? Like, that's willpower to get up and to rehab. Rehab is not fun. Rehab is painful, for God's sake, after surgery. So, this is willpower. And you have it just like Klay Thompson has. Paramahansa Yogananda, one of the greatest teachers I've ever met, or I've never met him, I'll say that I have read. I've taken multiple of his courses through Self-Realization Fellowship. And in one of his courses, he says, willpower is the key to spiritual success. Isn't that wild? Willpower. The key to spiritual success, meaning that when you don't want to meditate, you do. When you don't want to pray, you do. When you don't want to forgive, you do. That's willpower. Let's maximize it. Listen, if you have a hard time tapping into your willpower, if you haven't used it enough, it's not a part of your life, let's work together from anywhere in the world. If you go to the website, talkdavid.com, we have discounts now because of inflation you can take advantage of, and we can get that willpower working, and you will be absolutely shocked at how your life can positively change. Also at the website, 5 free books, always, talkdavid.com. Remember, this is The Mental Cleanse with David Essel. When you cleanse your mind and realize you have this untapped, unlimited resource of power called willpower, you will cleanse your life. Have a great day. Let's all make this work.